What's going on, everybody? All right, let me get into this. First, let me put this one little thing up here. And it's this article. It kind of triggered me to talk. Last part, AMC warns of selling more ape. All right, let me talk about this. You know how Popcorn wants us to give him a yes vote and everything's great for him, yada, yada, yada. Okay, I believe in a no vote. I hope also that the judge says, yeah, this ain't happening. But I want to tell you something. The threat that hit us, all this all this nonsense of like it'll be so good for the stock, whatever, when we wanted a short squeeze. Let me just tell you an interesting little dynamic that's happening right now. Because I had some time to like kind of go like, is this happening? Is this possible? Could this happen? So I did the Lou math on everything. Here's how it goes. Tomorrow you got the unemployment numbers coming up. Now we know that the number is going to be obviously there's more jobs that were created. We're going to know that that's 100%. The economy is not slowing down. The Trump effect still carries over, even though we got this administration. But the thing is, the Fed needs to cut down jobs. They need more unemployment. The problem is, they're not going to get it. That's going to freak out the market tomorrow. So anticipate some wildness. But it's going to trigger the Fed to have to turn around because everybody's going to know if the employment numbers are higher than the last quarter, that's gonna call the Fed's bluff to put the interest rate higher, higher than before. Obviously, like they're talking like 5%. Like if they turn around and go in that direction to tame the economy down, to create obviously the environment they want, I need you people to understand something. Go back to AMC. The people that shorted AMC, the people that did it, their holdings are going to be going down. Powell raises that rate up. The market starts to go, chicken apocalypse. I warned everybody it was coming. Remember I said I was the one who was saying, yeah, they're going to raise the rates. People were emailing me, telling me, people from the street. I had Deutsche people, I had Morgan people, I had B of A people telling me I was crazy when I was saying they're going to raise rates. So impossible. The Fed will never raise rates. They raise rates, everything will be finished. I said, mark my fucking words. And here we go. But here's the thing. What do you think is going to happen to all those nice blue chip stocks? Because stocks are the worst shit to hold in a recession or high interest rate. They're the worst fucking things to hold. I mean, they're good to buy when it hits the bottom, but they're the worst things to hold. All these funds, their portfolios for their clients, is made up of all these stocks. Okay? They start to bleed. They start to be valued at. It has nothing to do with us. It's just market economics and this administration's goal to like decimate this economy. More on that at a different day. But let me explain something to you. If we get the no vote and the judge says no, by the time Popcorn and Co. can add more ape, because they have some ape, so they'll drop that ape. Don't worry about it. But by the time they create more ape to drop because they can't touch the AMC, we might be in the full black swan chicken apocalypse market condition, hedge funds deteriorating, and don't believe this bullshit that the big banks are not at risk. That is the biggest crock of shit in the world. Because, they're not at risk, but they did the stress test. They failed those fucking things. The reality is, they're big clients. Who are the big clients for the bank? There's two classes. Those big institute funds, those motherfuckers, the ones that just tell you they're gonna get fucked up, and us. And what happens in a high interest rate environment for retail? We don't buy homes, we don't lease cars, we don't take vacations, we clip credit cards, kids go to community college, learn how to be a fucking barista instead of going to Harvard, that kind of stuff. Please understand, the banks are going to hurt as well. Now, I do believe this administration is going to do a mass bailout. A bailout that's going to make your grandkids have to like suck on rock. What does this taste like? I don't know. What does that one taste like? You're talking about the future wealth of America is gone. This is the bailout to end everything. If you thought the money that was sending overseas was bad, trust me. What they're going to have to put to solve this one, remember, they think it's magic money. And they are kind of going to digital magic money. So More on that on another day. The banks are screwed. The funds are screwed. The market's screwed. The economy is screwed. Everywhere around the world, Europe is screwed. Canada is screwed. It's just everything. But remember, we are on the opposite side of a major short play against those motherfuckers. Popcorn's screwed because he drops ape. Like I said earlier today, I dare you, do it. Do it because this motherfucker will go into bankruptcy. Go ahead. When ape is 40 fucking cents, when the ape is 40 cents a share and you got to do a reverse split of ape in order to bump ape up, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to bump ape up? What do you think is going to happen to AMC? There's no way around it. They're fucked either way. But my thing is this. We may do some weird, like, the spirit of Luna, like some weird shit. We might have economic conditions causing market margin calls on those motherfuckers. Why? Because remember something. The street right now, and I talk to motherfuckers, they're fucking terrified of tomorrow, 8:30, the numbers being stacked up high, more jobs, and all of a sudden, that's gonna trigger Powell to turn around and go, yo, here we go. And there you're gonna have a higher interest rate, and it's gonna be, let me tell you something, America ain't ready for high interest rates. The average motherfucker has like $5,000, $10,000 on the credit card, we're at 20, 25% interest. You raise that up, that's it. That's it. No more. That changes the landscape. Pizza Hut becomes a 5-star restaurant. But those funds all those blue chips, they all have them stacked up in their portfolio. That's what gives them their wealth. And watch them have to start closing out short positions. Well, how are you going to do that with AMC? Because there ain't no shares. If we get delayed and there's no vote for yes and the judge says no, and that doesn't happen, which I think they're going to do, I believe they're going to do the vote yes, even if we say no. That's what I believe deep in my heart. I believe they're just like, there's too much to risk. Okay? That's just how it is. Unfortunately, that's the case. But in the little sliver of chance that we got to sneak through, that we get a no, and then the judge says no, and then we extend this thing into like May, holy fuck, we're in a different world. Because there was a time when we had funds, when the interest rates first started rising, so how they closed out the short positions, I can go to a couple of names, like, what was that one? The one that there was one that vaporized. It was Alaska, and a couple, there was the other one, Spider. They disappeared. Why? Rates started to climb up. You have to understand something. Yes, you have the bigger funds and stuff like that. They can weather a lot of stuff. But the little ones, the little Ds, this is not an environment to be a little D. Not, because you have those clients in those funds. Once portfolios start to go down, they're like, I want my money back. This is the environment where motherfuckers go, I want my money back. I don't want to be in this. They rather put it in a fucking treasury bond and get guaranteed returns. They don't want to fuck around with this. Remember, hedge funds have been like in a predator role for a while. They haven't been fulfilling their role, which is to, hedge funds, in case of bad turbulence, that's a good hedge. Well, being in a meme stock with this kind of scenario, that ain't protecting your client's money. And like I said before, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. If it's a no vote and the judge after tomorrow's unemployment numbers being up, it's pretty fucked up, but hey, I'm not on the opposite side of that. God, so much. That shit is much more interesting than this crazy shit with AMC. AMC is fucking just weird stuff. Tomorrow, those numbers, I'm thinking unemployment. Oh, for all my little crazy, puts on the SPY, be careful tomorrow. I think the numbers are going to be high. I think unemployment is going to be high. You fuck around tomorrow with the SPY, you got to be fucking careful. It'll take your fucking soul. Don't come emailing me, I don't know, because I got my little group of options people. We all like conspire. We all work together, like just, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? you're gonna get fucked up tomorrow. Those numbers are going to be high. From my opinion, I think let me tell you something. You don't want to be caught tomorrow on the opposite side of that. So, no vote, if we get that, judge, after high employment numbers, and that triggers the Fed to go Godzilla on the rate, we're gonna see some fireworks. That's it.